Who are the Magnificent 10 that redefined wealth and commanded unimaginable fortunes? Can you guess who made the list? Today, join us in uncovering the secrets behind their unparalleled success and be inspired to reach greater heights in your own pursuit of prosperity. Get ready for a jaw-dropping revelation of the 10 wealthiest to ever walk the earth. Are you ready to witness the extraordinary? Let's begin. Number 1. Mansa Musa. In the annals of history, this man stands as the epitome of boundless wealth and influence. Meet Mansa Musa, the ruler of the Malian Empire, who reigned from 1280 to 1337, and is hailed as the wealthiest individual of all time. His empire stretched far and wide, encompassing Timbuktu and commanding the vital trans-Saharan trade routes. A true king of commerce, Mansa Musa's grip on Timbuktu's economy and culture was unparalleled. His ownership of the Bambouk gold mines, responsible for over half today's global gold supply, showcases the sheer magnitude of his wealth. But it doesn't end there. During his pilgrimage to Mecca, Mansa Musa embarked on a journey like no other, with a retinue of 60,000 people, each carrying nearly 2 kilograms of gold, and an entourage of camels laden with treasures. He paved his path to Mecca with pure gold. This extravagant display of generosity and devotion left an indelible mark on history. Number 2. Augustus. Travel back in time to ancient Rome and experience the rise of a charismatic ruler. Augustus, who ruled from 27 BC to AD 14, took over as dictator of Egypt and inherited its huge territory from his father, Julius Caesar. Brilliant in strategy, he oversaw Rome's meteoric rise from a republic to a mighty empire, forever altering the course of human events. Augustus was the mastermind behind the famed Pax Romana, an era of peace and prosperity that reverberated across continents. But his influence extended far beyond harmony alone. The Roman Empire under his reign accounted for a staggering 25 to 30% of the world's GDP, symbolizing the pinnacle of wealth and power. Yet Augustus himself possessed a personal fortune that boggles the mind. Approximately $4.6 trillion by today's standards. Such colossal wealth served as a testament to his unrivaled authority and commanded respect from all corners of the empire. Number 3. Akbar. Akbar the Great, the fabled Mughal ruler of India. During his reign from 1556 to 1605, he was emperor over a huge area that included what is now India and produced 25% of the global GDP. During Akbar's rule, an innovative administrative structure known as the Mansabdar was put in place to guarantee the smooth running of the provinces. In order to collect taxes from the land, officers were given soldiers proportional to the size of their territories under this arrangement. Without the constraints of hereditary appointments, Akbar's power was limitless and under his complete control. Akbar's empire, which spanned 15 provinces, was highly prosperous. He became one of the wealthiest monarchs in history, thanks to the revenues he collected from these regions. Number 4. Andrew Carnegie. Explore the fascinating biography of Andrew Carnegie, the Scottish-American businessman and philanthropist tycoon. While oil tycoons like Rockefeller rose to prominence in the 19th century, Andrew Carnegie created a niche for himself in the steel sector with the establishment of the mighty Carnegie Steel Company. When he passed away in 1919, he was worth an estimated $372 billion. Carnegie's real legacy, however, goes much beyond material wealth. He believes so strongly in the transformative potential of education that he dedicated most of his fortune to furthering that cause. As a result of his unwavering dedication to education, over 1,600 public libraries sprouted up across the United States. Carnegie's kindness didn't end there. He also donated millions to American schools in the hope of inspiring future generations. Andrew Carnegie, in his latter years, committed himself wholeheartedly to his duty as a philanthropist. Unbelievably, he gave away 90% of his income to charities, institutions, and other good causes. Number 5. John D. Rockefeller. This is the life and story of John Davidson Rockefeller, the 20th century's most famous oil magnate, and the man whose name became synonymous with the black gold of the oil industry. Rockefeller's impact is unprecedented because of his firm control over 90% of the oil sector. His amazing lifespan of 97 years ended in 1936 yet his legacy lives on. At the heart of his empire was the creation of the Standard Oil Company, a behemoth that held dominion over the United States oil market. Remarkably, Rockefeller himself owned a staggering 90% of the nation's oil reserves, until the company was eventually divided into 34 smaller entities. Not only did Rockefeller amass vast wealth, but he was also the first individual to reach the incredible milestone of raising $1 billion, an astronomical figure that, by today's standards, would equate to approximately $341 billion. Number 6. Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov. Have you ever wondered who the last joint ruler of Russia and Poland was? Dive into the fascinating life of Nicholas II, or Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov. He ruled the huge Russian Empire from 1894 to 1917, when the Bolshevik rebels overturned his power and murdered him and his family. Here's a thought-provoking query for you. Who was the sixth richest person in the world in 1916, when his fortune was estimated at $900 million? In 2012, after accounting for inflation, this unbelievable windfall is $300 billion. What do you think the answer is? It was the Russian Tsar himself, Nicholas II. However, Nicholas II's story is intriguing for reasons beyond that. The Russian Orthodox Church officially recognized him as a saint, elevating him to the position of wealthiest saint in recorded history. Number 7. Mir Osman Ali Khan. Imagine a lavish workplace, complete with a paperweight-sized diamond and a fleet of 50 Rolls-Royce parked outside. The Nizam's lavish spending had no limits. There was no limit to his wealth either. The world was stunned by Mir Osman Ali Khan's wealth, often known as the Nizam of Hyderabad, which included a personal gold collection worth over $100 million and a jewelry collection worth an astounding $400 million. Which included the famous Jacob diamond, now worth $95 million. The Nizam's legacy, however, was not limited to his financial success. His legacy will live on in the minds of the masses since he championed education and made it essential and free for all residents. Mir Osman Ali Khan is the wealthiest person in Indian history, with a fortune of almost $230 billion. In 1937, he became an instant icon after appearing on the cover of Time magazine. Number 8. William the Conqueror. An iconic man who altered the course of history. We are talking about William the Conqueror. From the year 1028 through the year 1087, he led armies, annexed territory, and accumulated a fortune that would put most kings to shame. William was dead keen on conquering England, so he led an audacious expedition that ended at the historic Battle of Hastings in 1066. After a successful military campaign, William I ascended the throne as king and seized control of an expansive territory spanning from Sussex to Yorkshire. His desire for conquest, though, was insatiable. His fortune multiplied with each new kingdom he ruled. He became one of the most prosperous emperors of all time, as land and treasures poured into his hands. Even when William the Conqueror passed away, his vast treasure remained intact. Number 9. Muammar Gaddafi. After being toppled and murdered by rebels in 2011, the former colonel and ruler of Libya shocked the world. He fancied himself a king and paraded his wealth across Africa. All the while, the people of Libya were impoverished. For 41 years, he had ruled unchallenged over Africa's largest oil reserves, investing in the region and watching his fortune grow exponentially. Gaddafi was thought to have had a personal fortune of about $200 billion in various banks and oil ventures across the globe at the time of his death. The dictator's Airbus A340M aircraft reportedly cost over $100 million, and the 333-meter cruise liner Phoenicia was purchased by an Italian business in 2012 for $697 million. Number 10. Henry Ford. Henry Ford, a pioneering American entrepreneur who transformed the automobile industry as he inspired us. We investigate the indelible impression he made on history. Henry Ford was catapulted to new heights as a result of the realization of his vision, which came to fruition with the production of the legendary Ford Model T. This gasoline-powered marvel captivated the imagination of people all across the world and went on to sell an astounding 16 million units, forever altering the way that people travel. However, Henry Ford's accomplishments can hardly be confined to one invention. He disseminated the revolutionary theory that came to be known as Fordism to the rest of the world. This concept centered on the concept of mass manufacturing at low prices through the inventive use of assembly lines. This innovative strategy changed the way manufacturing was done, leaving behind an enduring impact that is still felt today. As the size of his empire expanded, so did his fortune, catapulting him to the position of being one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet. Hey Fablers, now that you've discovered the incredible stories of the 10 wealthiest individuals to ever grace this earth, it's time to reflect. What can we learn from their audacious pursuits and unwavering determination? Now is your time to rise, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.